Hi, good people. This is Deborah. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I gave you 5 videos on parasites. I found 4 of the old ones. I couldn't find the very first one I did. I don't know what happened there. I'm not gonna force it, but anyway, this particular video is a different set, but it's still talking about parasites, and it's called Detox the Inner Body, and this is part 1 of part 2. Now, part 2 is just the flip charts or the presentations only. Though that is for visuals, there is no voice other than me uh, talking about the disclaimer, but it's just especially the big words that the medical facility use. I can't pronounce them words, but anyway, that's for you. And for those that just have to see a face and hear someone talk, that would be me. Okay, let me read the disclaimer. All information provided on this channel is for educational purposes only, and this channel does not promote or encourage misuse of the information. I will use words that are not intended to offend anyone, but rather to describe my point of view and how I see things. The information presented herein is for educational and informational purposes only and reflects a holistic view of parasites infection, mucus production, gut health, detoxification, dietary recommendations based on blood type, O, A, and B, and natural healing principles. It includes detailed explanations of microparasites, macroparasites, symptoms of infections, how parasites interact with the colon, the lymphatic system, and the immune system, as well as the natural strategies for parasites cleansing using herbs, dietary adjustments, and detox support. The content also discusses material transmission risk, the role of mucus, as well as defense mechanism and the biological process that occur after the spirit leaves the body. It emphasizes natural approach to health, including avoiding synthetic supplement and processed foods, and support align health practices with one's blood type and wisdom. If you suspect a parasite infection, digestive disorder, or lymphatic issue, please listen to your intuition, and results may vary depending on individual health issue. Take what resonate with you, and what does not resonate with you, put it on the shelf or throw it away. Now, I'm going to stroll down because I want to give you some symptoms first. I should have put those on the top. I'm reading from my notes. I have a lot of notes here, good people. Sometimes you get into this stuff, and I pretty much gave a lot of information with the first 5 videos that I had given, but I wanted it to, and I should have put this on the front side of it. Let me give you some of the signs of you having parasites. You have itching skin, rashes, emphysema, hives, acne, or skin lesions. Skin lesions would be them little black spot. Well, on brown people, I haven't seen darker, and I haven't seen the avian, what color it would be. I guess I could have looked and saw what it looked like, but I didn't. But I know on the brown people, the lesions would be dark. And then when the if you start taking something for them and those lesions start turning white, that means you're going through a healing process. So, unexplained weight loss or gain, chronic fatigue, you're feeling fatigued all the time, you just don't know why. The colors are red and it says pink and brown. Tan, black, white, yellow, blue, purple, gray, flesh color, and multicolor. Now, I got that information from the medical book, those colors. Interesting. Now, the reproductive urinary yeast infection is a sign of it. Urinary tract issues, sign of it. Vaginal itching and discharge is a sign that you got parasites. Bear with me, because I'm kind of jumping all over the place. I'm trying to get in the symptoms, and like I said, I should have put those up front, and I didn't. Okay, I guess that was it. Well, no, here we go. Here are some of the names or terms commonly used to refer to a bowel movement: stool, feces, fecal matter, bowel motion, BM, defecation, passing of motion, ejaculation, elimination, going to the bathroom. Number 2, poop. These terms describe the act and the resulting waste material expelled from the digestive system during the process of elimination. All right, let me go back up in the beginning. Let's take it to the beginning of that possibly start parasites. I'm a little disappointed with the system and how they treat people, and instead of them being honest with people, they create names, and they know nobody gonna go home and look those words up but me. I'm just joking, but there are a few people that will go home and look those words up. Hopefully by the time you get this video, whatever profession gives you words, you might want to ask how to spell it and go and look it up for yourself, or look it up, because everybody got a phone, so you can look that stuff up on telephones now. Okay, now I want to show you where possibly parasites start forming from. Dr. Sebi, when he was alive, he talked a lot about the mucus. He said the mucus is the problem in the human body. I did a lot of research with Dr. Sebi. I did a lot of history on mucus. I did a lot of medical information on mucus. And also I received an intuition on mucus. And I'm going to give that to you as I read what I have put together. It's kind of long, so bear with me, good people. Now, why does the body produce mucus? Mucus is a defense mechanism. When parasites invade the body, attempts to track, flush, expel them through the use of mucus. In the intestinal, excess mucus can be a sign of inflammation, immune response, damage to the gut lining. Mucus in the stool or chronic mucus in cough may be a sign of infection, especially if you have diarrhea or constipation. Abdominal cramps, unexplained fatigue or weight loss, blood mixed with mucus. A stool test, blood work, or imaging may be used to detect parasites. Now, do parasites cause mucus? Parasites can cause mucus, especially in the stool, the respiratory tract, or other mucous membranes, depending on the type and location of the infection. Your sinus problems are mucus, which is parasites. Just want to let you know that. Your body requires a very small amount of mucus, And anything over that small amount of mucus is from the parasites. Now, the intestinal parasites and mucus in the stool. Some parasites irritate the intestinal lining, causing the body to produce excess mucus as a protective excess mucus as response. This mucus may show up in your stool. Mucus in the stool it has a name for it. I did it in my poster video. You'll see the name. I'm just going to read what it says. It's a watery diarrhea is what it's called, what it is. That's mucus, and it's bloating. The next one is bloody diarrhea with mucus. Okay. The next one is loose stools with mucus and cramping. And the next one is linked to mucus and digestive upset in some people. The lung and the nasal parasites and mucus. Some parasites affect the lungs and sinuses causes mucus. Overproduction in those areas. The lung flux. Chronic cough. Some people be having those chronic coughs, and I'm be like, oh shoot. Mucus, even blood in the sputum. SPUTUM. You're gonna see all these little words in my second video. The roundworm can migrate through the lungs, causing coughing with mucus. And so if you got a chronic coughing going on, 9 times out of 10 it would be parasite problems. Microscopic organism, they call them organism too, that live and reproduce within a host, often causing disease. They are called microorganisms because they are too small to be seen with the naked eye and must be viewed under a microscope. The main types of microparasites, viruses, would be HIV, influenza, COVID-19. Bacteria is the salmonella, tuberculosis, protozoa. I'm reading you these. They're on the charts that I have. Fungi. The key features of microparasites are the reproduce rapidly inside the host, multiply within cells or tissues, especially viruses, cause acute and chronic infections, can be transmitted through air, food, water, vectors like mosquitoes, and direct contact. Also through sex, people. You can get parasites through sex, as well as kissing and touching. Oh my goodness. It's just a hot mess. I just don't understand why the professionals just won't be honest with the people and tell them the truth. The microparasites are microscopic organisms that multiply within the host and include viruses, bacteria. The microparasites are visible to the naked eye, usually do not multiply inside the host. Include worms, lice, yes, lice, and ticks, yes. When you don't comb your hair, take care of your hair, and you walk around here for days and weeks and months not combing your hair, oh yeah, you probably got some lice up in there. You got an animal in your house, and you kissing and hugging, and you ain't cleaning your animal, you ain't cleaning yourself, yeah, you probably got some parasites going on with yourself. Now, professionals call it different names. I'm not going to call them names. I tell you what, I'll spell them. So when you see them on my chart, then you would know what I spelt. The first name that you're going to hear from the physician would be Amoeba. The next one would be Giardia. The next one would be, well, I know that one, malaria parasites. Didn't even know that. And this one is trichomonas, Trichomonas. That's in the vaginal area in the sex. And then another one is TOXO, PLASMA. Next one would be LEISHMANIA, TRYPANOSOME. I tell you the truth. And so the different types of worms, you got the round worm, you got the pinworm, you got the hookworm, you got the tape worm, and you got the flock worm, and you got the whip worm. I gave you the symptoms. In the digestive system, that's the bloating, the gas, the diarrhea, the undigested food and stool, nasal after meal, abdominal pain and cramping, neurological and mental symptoms, the brain fog. You heard about the brain fog, but you probably didn't hear a whole lot about it. You might want to go and do some research on the brain fog. FOG, brain fog. Trouble focusing and concentrating, forgetfulness, mental fatigue, feeling spaced out or disconnected, difficult processing information or making decisions, anxiety or depression, sleep disturbances, especially waking up around 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning, teeth grinding like you're putting your teeth together, that grinding, that is a sign of having parasites. I know that one because I've had that myself, the teeth grinding. Parasites like worms absorb nutrients like zinc, iron, and B12, which are essential for maintaining healthy taste, function, your taste bud. They actually they take away your taste bud too. You be like, this used to taste like this. It's not that it's not tasting the same. You're not being able to taste it the same because the parasite, now you've taken on the parasite, so your taste bud has changed because the parasite has taken over. You ever had something sweet and you be like, oh, this ain't sweet enough? It's because of the parasite. I gave you the skin and body that you get from the parasites. I gave you the immune system, and I gave you that. Oh, what a lot of people don't know too is an iron deficiency, anemia, food sensitivity, constant hunger. The food sensitivity is like I had some noodles, some spaghetti, I call them noodles, and I always put bell pepper, onions, and tomato, and soy sauce, and that's my spaghetti. That's my little meal. And I was eating them, and after I got them down, my stomach started feeling like throw up. So I wound up having to throw it back up, so I can't. When you start doing stuff like that, that's sign of parasite. Constant hungry. You ate a whole bowl of something, and then after you don't ate it, you hungry again. I had that too. You hungry again. You like, where the heck did it go? Parasites eating it up. your weakened immune system. When your immune system has become weakened and you know you had a strong immune system, parasites. I'm telling you, it's this GMO food people we're eating. The only way we're going to escape the GMO, we have to have a garden for ourselves and grow our own food. Body odor. If you're smelling bad, you got to do more than just brush your teeth if you got teeth. You need to brush that tongue real, real good. I use something. I don't like to announce the things that I use too much because I notice every time I do that, all of a sudden it changes. And I give you, for instance, I remember talking about on my old videos that I no longer have up, talking about what the vinegar, the apple cider vinegar did. It did some wonderful things with high blood pressure and some other things. Loss of weight, curbing the appetite. It did a lot of things. I remember mentioning it on my video, and I'm sure other people mentioned it. People are talking about and bragging about how good that stuff was working for them. And then all of a sudden, the people that mix it got a hold of it, and they changed the ingredients on it. And I remember walking in Kroger one day, that stuff was right at the front door. Like, okay, we changed the ingredients on it. Take it. Come get it now. That really pissed me off. Because it's like, why are you trying to make us sick? Why? I just don't understand why. So I gave you also the reproductive and urinary. You got yeast infection parasites, urinary tract parasites, vaginal itching and discharge parasites. Now this right here is gonna really, it really hurt my heart to know this right here. Babies do not usually come out of the womb with parasite, not usually. But it is possible in certain rare cases when the mother is infected with parasites, the parasites cross the placenta which is supposed to protect the baby, and everything comes through the placenta for the baby, or passed during birth. How babies can be exposed to parasites before and after birth. Some parasites can cross the placenta and infect the unborn baby. Toxoplasma causes toxoplasmosis. toxoplasmosis. It can be transmitted from mother to fetus during pregnancy. May cause brain damage, visual problems, and miscarriage. Common source: uncooked meat, cat feces. Yes, CAT feces. Malaria. It can infect the fetus in the utero, may lead to low birth weight, anemia, and stillbirth. trypanosoma. It can pass from an infected mother to the baby via placenta. May cause heart or digestive problems later in life. During birth and after birth. Some parasites may pass during vaginal delivery and from the environment after birth. Contaminated water, food, soil, or from unclean hands and surfaces. GIARDIALAMBLIA or pinworms are typically picked up after birth, not from the womb. Prevention during pregnancy. Pregnant women are advised to avoid cleaning cat litter boxes, avoid uncooked meat and unwashed produce, practice hand washing and good hygiene. Be cautious in areas with malaria and other endemic parasites. To naturally eliminate parasites and restore your health, follow a multi-step protocol that includes a balanced diet, an anti-parasitic herb, detox support, and lifestyle change. Once you know your correct blood type, please eat according to your blood type, not someone else's blood type. You have your mother's blood type. I don't care what they say out their mouth. You have your mother's blood type. And I tell you an experience I have, and I'm going to tell you, I think I shared it in one of my other videos. When I was a child, in our school, we had a physician, we had a dentist, and we had a nurse right there in the school. Now, I don't know if they came, I don't know if they were there all day, but they was there because I got my teeth pulled. I had what they call canine teeth. I had the double. I had the canines were right here, and I had one in the back, on the one side, and one in the back on the other. I guess they call them canine teeth. I had doubles, and I got those pulled. But anyway, I've always been a nosy person, so when the nurse used to write, she used to write on a little cue card. And what she wrote on the cue card was the mother blood type was an O. And she wrote that my blood type was an O. And I never, ever forgot it. It's funny, like I stored it in some memory bank somewhere I have. And then as time progressed, I mentioned it to the nurse. And then all of a sudden, they can't give you your blood type now. They don't see it. They can't see it in the system. That's what the medical field tells you. But I already know what my blood type was, and I already know what my children, and I know what my mother was, and I know that her children was blood type O, regardless of what they say. How you think they're able to measure the bloodline? If they do mitochondrial bloodline, then they must, and through the mother, then hello, yoo-hoo. So that means they're getting the bloodline, the blood through the mother. The mother. It's through the mother, okay? Now, how to fix parasite infection. Clean up your diet. Starve the parasites. Avoid refined sugar, processed food, GMO, pork, often hosts parasites. Dairy can promote mucus. You don't need to have that mucus, just the amount that you're supposed to have, and parasites growth. And then this is a hard one for some of you, that alcohol. And coffee. Yeah, that coffee too. Stresses the liver. And eat fiber foods, flax seeds, leafy greens, garlic, onions, ginger. Eat according to your blood type. Please, please, please. I can't say that enough. Get with somebody that's going to tell you the truth about your blood type. Because if you are a mother, your children are your blood type mother. Please get somebody that's going to really tell you the truth. Because they're not telling the truth out there. Once you get a correct blood type, please eat according to your blood type, not someone else's blood. You have your mother's blood type. And let me just say this to you. And this ain't no round the corner 1 year, 2 year study. I've been studying this for 30 years, okay? Now, I want you to know that the O blood type is the dominant blood type because it's the oldest. It is the number one. It was the one that was here first in the planet, and everything came after that. Now, so if the O blood type eats a certain thing, and you are an A and B blood type, it's okay for you to eat what the O blood type eats. But if you are a an O blood type, and you're eating what an A blood type and a B blood type, that's not good for you. And the reason being, the O blood type secretes its own, where the A and the B might be a little bit scarce of that, and so they may be given substitutes where you don't need no substitute. That's why it's important to pay attention to your blood type. Now, the dopamine, from what I understand, that the A blood type is lacking the dopamine, and so what happened? A certain drink had the cocoa leaf, and put the cocoa in the drink, and that helped those that was lacking the dopamine. So what is the dopamine? It's the part of you that causes you to be calm, that causes you to be happy, or just calm. And so when you're lacking that, you're angry. You get angry easily. And that may be the reason why so many people are smoking weed today. I seem like everywhere I go, people are smoking weed, that stinking stuff. Now, back in my days, weed didn't smell. We did what it had to do, because it was more pure then. That stuff y'all getting now, I don't know what the heck that is, but it stank. It stays on your body, it stays on your breath, and it's doing you harm. You may feel like it's doing you some justice, and it's a temporary fix for you, but that stuff is doing you some harm. I assure you of that. I haven't put my finger on it just yet, but I know it's doing you some harm. I'm sensing it. Now, use anti-parasitic herbs that kills parasite. Do it according to your blood type. I can't tell you what to get. Right now, let's see. I'm taking a 10-day. I've tried quite a few things. Right now, I'm on a 10-day para cleanse. And I have 3 more days left. And it is what it's doing to me. It's causing me to have a regular bowel movement. And that's what it's doing. You need to be able to have a bowel movement really every time you eat. If you eat 3 meals a day, you should be pooping 3 meals a day. You should be. Don't wait. Don't let a day get by you and not have something to poop. I want to tell you what I use, but I'm just not comfortable in telling you that, because I'll just tell you use according to your blood type. I did try something called, was it soursop? Soursop, one brand of soursop, and I took it for a month. And I'm not going to go past a month trying something out, because it should work within a month time. It did not do nothing, and there were so many people advertising it and bragging on it, but it may work for them. It just didn't work for me. Now, take these herbs as tea goes into the blood. The tea goes in, the liquid goes into the bloodstream much quicker than powder, or definitely pill. I'm going to give you these because they probably already don't change the ingredients of them anyway. Black walnut hull, it's supposed to kill the adult parasite. Wormwood, it's supposed to affects the nervous system of parasites. Clove kills eggs. Now, I can tell you, I'm going to tell you what happened here. I had a surgery done over 20 years ago. And it was a hysterectomy, a partial hysterectomy that I had done. They left my ovaries, which means I still get horny. And when I came home from the hospital, in the top of my head, right here, something was moving around. That's how I know this part of the lower part of your body is connected to your head. So this was moving around, and I didn't notice it too much that day, but I did notice it. And then as time progressed, it just kept on moving around right in there. Anyway, y'all, they gave me some bad blood. They gave me some parasitic blood because I was anemic. Um, and I went to them on several occasions and telling them that, explaining them that, and they said to me, "We don't have parasites in the Western world, which is not. This is not the Western world. This is the Eastern world." But and then the next year, after that, I was told that they were announcing on the news here in Georgia that we have parasites. We always had parasites. So anyway, oregano oil. Um, Let me just say this to you. When I put together the clove, the oregano oil, and the cayenne pepper, oh shoot, a tablespoon of each, and put some hot water, boil it, and drink it hot, or it tears some shit up. It would do the same thing as the para cleanse. Uh, the pulperia seeds, especially effective against intestinal worms. I haven't tried that, but I hear a lot of people use it, but I haven't tried it. Uh, so if you use the black walnut, the wormwood, and the clove and the cayenne pepper, and try to use a half a teaspoon of each one of them, boil you a cup of water, and then mix that in there and drink it. And then get you a glass of water beside it and drink that. And do it every day until you start pooping. And then when you feel like you've had enough, then you're good for now. But you have to do a cleanse. Because of this GMO stuff we're getting, we have to do a cleanse. It used to be twice a year. We probably gonna have to do a cleanse every 3 months. I'm just estimating. My body is not your body is not mine. So, but you'll be able to determine that. Now let's look at your animals. Use the Paragon mixture for your animal to eliminate parasites. If you got animals, there's nothing wrong with having animals, but you need to keep your animal clean. Because you take your animal outside and animal is picking up stuff in his hair and it's transferable. Whatever the animal picks up is going to be transferable, and that's just the way it is. You can't change it. The only thing you can do is try to keep your animal uh, cleanse some, because I don't think we can get rid of the parasites total. The body seems like the parasites are just connected to the body, uh, but it really is connected to the animals because of their hairiness. Uh, they gravitate to hair. But the Paragon mixture is a natural, potent blend of anti-parasitic herb and nutrients designed to cleanse the body of worms and other harmful organisms in the animal. It helps restore vitality, appetite, and internal balance. Support detox pathway. Flush out toxins. Liver support. The dandelion root. The kidney, drink plenty of water with lemon. I always wonder. I always would see the avians. They always would have them a lemon, a cut piece of lemon uh, on their glass of water. I'm like, why are they drinking that? Drinking that. This is what because I told you I'm nosy. I'm like, why are they drinking lemon like that without some sugar with the water. And now this was when I was young in my 20s. But since I've gotten old, I've always used to eat lemon just raw. I always did, and I still do. But the lemons that they have in the store now, you can't even really hardly get juice out of it. So you have to get the little yellow squeeze lemon juice. It's more potent than the lemon itself because it ain't really natural. So anyway, try to get you some lemon because it does dry up the mucus. The only problem with it drying up the mucus, you got to drink some water, and the water, of course, have parasites in it. They tell you it's some clean water, and good well it's not. The colon can magnesium citrate. I can't seem to find nothing good. Binders, you got to use binders. Activated charcoal, supposed to be good for you. Bentonite clay. It binds dead parasite toxins. To boost the immunity, get vitamin C, zinc, selenium. Now, it's amazing how they say get selenium because you being an O blood type, you produce selenium. You have selenium. Why would you not have selenium? I know that the blood type A and B doesn't have as much as the blood type O, and most of things that are in the counters and in the drug stores and stuff is supplements really for the blood type A and B. I remember talking to a physician and I asked her the question. I said, "Do you give blood type A and B the same as you get O?" And she said yes. I'm like, oh my goodness. So if that be the case, if you are producing something as a blood type O and they're giving you the same as they would give A and B, that means you're getting too much. And that could be harmful to you. That's just why it's just important. And so, but for an A and B, if they give you what they give an O blood type, that's okay because you need it anyway, probably. Now, besides the sun, now I understood that you can only get vitamin D from the sun, the SUN. Or you can also get vitamin D from a dead person. You can only get vitamin D from two types, the sun and people. Now, where is this supplement vitamin D coming from? I'm just asking, where is it coming from? Now, besides the sun and oh yeah, you can get it if it's a baby and the mother is breastfeeding the baby. The baby can get it through the mother's milk. Anything else is synthetic. The only natural producer of vitamin D in human is the skin response to the UVB sunlight. This process begins with in the skin and cloisonate and active vitamin D. Let's see. After the liver and the kidney process it. Fish oil, liver yolk, though natural sources, they are animal byproducts, which means dead tissues or stored reserves, not direct light. Fortified food and vitamin D supplements. D2 from fungus or yeast, lab altered. D3 usually derived from linoleum sheep wool. Though labeled natural, they are processed and synthetic. The mother is the sacred vessel that transmits the sunlight into form, milk, and matter. Anything else, powder, pill, Fish oil is incomplete, missing the original light code, regardless of how it may be. I gave you some of the names of the terms commonly used to refer to the bowel movement. I gave you that earlier. The colon is the largest intestine. It's important that it be cleaned. You'll see the notes that I have on that in the charts in part 2. What can cause the colon system to be damaged? You'll see that as well. You got colon cancer. You got trauma and injuries or infections. Chronic constipation and diarrhea could cause problems. The feces does affect the colon. When you're not able to do it. Let's see, stool hardening could cause you a serious problem. There are certain foods that you eat will cause your stool to become hardened. And let me tell you, it definitely changes your attitude and your behavior. So you don't want to be walking around here mad all the time. You're walking around mad all the time probably because your body is full of shit that need to come out your body. Y'all know how I am with this mouth. What can cause lymphatic system to be damaged? Infections, surgical procedures, radiation therapy, trauma, cancer, autoimmune disease, genetic disorders, chronic venous inefficiencies. What can I do to prevent damage to the lymphatic system? You just have to take specific steps toward your health. You have to start taking your health seriously. And really, you have to take it seriously because your body will take care of you if you take care of it. If you don't take care of your body, damn sure ain't gonna take care of you. Yeah, because I played around. And I'm feeling the results of that at 68. Let's see here. Lifestyle tips. Wash fruits and vegetables thoroughly. Avoid eating meat if you can. I know some of you just have to have a meat. I play with my grandbaby all the time. She likes to eat meat. And me and my other grandbaby, we be teasing her about that meat. She said, "Oh, I can stop if I want to." We just be laughing. Because I have my moments. I'll eat that garbage too. Every now and then, because I know I'm doing a cleansing. Ain't that something? But I'm waiting to be able to do it permanently and not touch it ever again. Avoid barefoot walking. You got to be careful. You got people say, "Oh, you got to take your shoes off and be grounded on the ground, walking on the ground." It is amazing how people make up stuff for you to be grounded. You don't have to take your shoes off to be grounded. That's some shit people made up. It's a mental anyway. Grounding has to do with mental. Okay? Everything is mental. Avoid barefoot walking in contaminated area. Wash hands as often as you can. Deworm pets regularly. Avoid drinking untreated water. Why blood type matters. Each blood type processes lectins, proteins, microbes in a unique manner. Therefore, if you're fighting parasites, your diet should align with both your body's inner design based on your blood type and the cleansing protocols. When the spirit leaves the body, like when the body just gave up and can't survive anymore and it's done, the spirit leaves that body. So the parasites and the microbes already inside begin feeding. The human body houses trillions of microorganisms, including gut bacteria, fungi, and some parasites. After death, the immune system shuts down, and these organisms no longer fight resistance. They begin to break down tissues, especially in the gut, causing bloating and gas. My son told me that his friend told him that sometimes when the people laying on the table, they just poop just comes out their body, just flows out. It just comes out the body because they don't have so much poop in them for years. It's just coming out the body. That's what he told my son. They begin to break down tissues, especially in the gut, causing bloating and gas. Flies, not parasites, lay eggs that become maggots. Maggots do not form from human parasites. Houseflies and blowflies are attracted to the smell of the decomposition. They lay eggs on the body, usually within hours if left exposed. These eggs hatch into maggots, which begin consuming the soft tissues. Parasites inside the body, warm, continue to live temporarily after the host dies, feeding on decaying tissues. As the body decomposes, parasites either die off from lack of oxygen or food, or becoming part of the decomposition cycle, helping break down the body alongside bacteria, fungi, and insects. Some parasites may exit the body during decomposition, seeking new environments. Others are consumed by larger decomposers like maggots, beetles, and microbes. Without embalming fluids delays decomposition by killing bacteria and preserving tissues. Without it, the natural process unfolds rapidly. Self-digested by enzymes, bacteria decay, flies, beetles. Maggots typically appear within 24 to 72 hours, depending on the environmental conditions. Also, that ends and concludes this video. I have attached medical and scientific references to the bottom of this video. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and you found it to be informative. Thank you for listening. Have a good one, people.